Welcome, Libra. This is your weekly focus for February the 26th through to March the 3rd, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. Okay, let's dive right into the cards, shall we? Our underlying energy, Libra, is the Ten of Swords. You've been going through a lot of stress lately. You've been going through a lot of challenges lately. You've been facing your demons, perhaps. You're tired. You're exhausted. But you've learned a lot on your way to the here and now. The sun is breaking through the clouds here. Soon you will stand up. Soon you will dust yourself off. Soon you will feel the warmth of that sun. Know that the waters are calm behind you. There's a stillness right now. A stillness to take advantage of, to think about what you want to step into, where you want to go from this point forward. Our first card is the Knight of Cups. This energy has been coming in and out, reminding us to find joy with each other, celebration with each other, happiness with each other, to make that kind of like a top priority this week in your life. Get together for luncheons and cups of coffee and cups of tea and glasses of wines and a couple of beers, whatever floats your boat. And spend some time with somebody where you want to grow the relationship. Or you want to just keep it, maintain it strong. So look for ways that you can create little moments of joy in your life with other people, people that you love, people you hold close to your heart. We also have the Hierophant, so you are the leader this week. People will turn to you for wisdom, for advice. You're very balanced. You're very centered. There's great wisdom that you are tapping into this week. So use those mental, we have a lot of mental in this week, it seems, with all the readings that I'm doing. It's more of like my brain starts to hurt when I'm doing some of your readings here, because it's about observation. It's about perception. And so right now you are being the observer, but you are seeing how things are coming together as planned, where most people are looking at the scattered. You're looking at what is working right now in your life. You're looking at how to improve on that. And I feel like you're very strong. You're very confident this week in who you are and what you want to do going forward. That there's this, it's this solid energy. I feel very solid at the core of my being right now. I feel very centered. There's a strength in you this week. And we have the Page of Swords. Well, we might be a little bit like a serendipity or whimsical. We might be spontaneous. We might just want to shake the tree. We might just want to get the energy shifting. We might just want something, anything to happen, for goodness sakes. And so we go and do something without really thinking it through. It usually ends up that, the energy changed and maybe it wasn't such a good idea, but it sounded good in my head because we didn't think it through. So I would say, back it up a little bit, think it through in order to not end up with egg on your face, so to speak. Okay, let's get a card here for the Four of Hearts. This is about being grateful for all that you have in your life, your friends, your family, what you're doing as far as creating an income for yourself. And if you are just struggling to create an income for yourself or get an income that actually sustains you, then this is a card to say, what do you have that is working for you right now? What skills do you have? What talents do you have? What abilities? What's your personality like? What are you good at doing? What do you like doing? What's a passion of yours? This is really about being grateful this week of what you already have in place, what you have mastered. Okay, so don't worry about what happened yesterday and what went wrong. Think about the now. I'm not even saying going so much forward here. We're thinking about the now. We're taking stock and we are being thankful. We're being grateful for the things that we do have that work in our life. Now, in work and career, we have the Emperor, so it is about making the plan. And when it comes to making the plan, there is going to be things that you do not know. So reach out to people who do know, not your next door neighbor. Mm-mm. No, no, no. But if you want to know how to open up a flower shop, go and talk to somebody who owns a flower shop. They'll tell you about the rough start, the things, the challenges they had to face, the things that you don't know about the business until you're in the business. They may save you a lot of aggravation, a lot of stress, and you might have a better footholding into how to actually proceed going forward. It is about making the plan. It is about making the strategy. And then when we put it out there and we pick a goal, we put dates on it and we expect it as we saw it or better. And that is a very strong energy that the Emperor and the Empress alone hold. That when we see it in our minds and we say, yes, that is what it's going to look like. That is what it's going to be like. That way or better. It's your call on everything. So you can take people's opinions, but really at the end of the day, it's your thoughts that drive it home. Your intuition that brings it to life in a special way. You're highly intuitive here. You're also the diplomat here. So you can negotiate very well for the things that you want to bring into your world. Maybe it's negotiating a raise, a promotion, starting that new program that you thought of, giving yourself your own job title within the company, stepping into, a career that you've always wanted to do, something that matches your talents, your abilities. And if you're looking for work and you're having a hard time finding work, I would have to say, in my mind, I would see myself going to work and showing up and everybody knows my name. So I've been there for a while. Okay, don't hope for a job, don't wish for a job, but rather see yourself in your mind already working, going to work. It's just a matter of bumping into whatever job opportunity that is for you. And it'll be more in line with what you really want to do. Because you're not going to imagine doing horrible things in your mind. You're going to imagine doing the things you love in your mind. Let's get a little bit more knowledge on that one. We have the Ten of Spades. Well, the Ten of Spades is that. Our underlying energy for the week. I mean, you read these cards a little differently, but they do carry a lot of the same energies. Excuse me. So with this energy, it's about new beginnings, and it's about new beginnings because of what you have already accomplished on your paths. It's like you've earned the right to hold that title or hold that trophy in your hands, to get that promotion, to get that raise. You've earned that right, that you've done the work, that you have persevered. Or if it's brand new in your life, then that you are willing to do the work. Okay, and showing up and doing what needs to be done in order to make it a success, and you will have no problems having a success in your life. The Eight of Raphael. There is something better waiting for you. Do what you know is right for you. A spiritual quest. That could be something about your spirituality. Your routine changes. Maybe you start to dabble in it in some way. Maybe you invite in meditation or yoga or learning tarot or astrology. Maybe meditation, just breath work. Maybe honing a skill, a psychic ability, your intuition, growing that stronger. There is something better waiting for you, which is really what the Emperor is saying, because the Emperor is about making a plan, right? A strategy and going after the gold. This one says you've been through it all, you've earned the right for it. And now here we have the card that says there is something better waiting for you. So, but you have to make the steps forward. You have to go for it. You have to believe that you deserve it. Do what you know is right for you. Okay? You think about it and you relax instantly. Your heart fills with happiness and joy. You know that that is what you want to go after. So go after it. Even if you don't know parts of what you're going to be doing, you can learn it as you go. Relationships. We have the Seven of Wands. It's like you're stating something. Maybe you're stating what you want in a relationship. Maybe you're stating what needs to happen in order for the relationship to thrive in your eyes. Maybe it is, but you're standing up and you're strong. I get that strength in you again. So you're speaking your mind a little bit. You want to bring in the beauty. You want to bring in the harmony. That is the goal. That is the quest. You want to bring in giggles. You want to bring in smiles, but it comes with terms, and it's your terms. Does that make sense? Let's get more information. We have the Four of Spades. Don't burn the candle at both ends here. Make sure that you're safe. So I get that for some of you. Make sure that you're safe. And usually I don't get that in a collective reading like this. So it must be very important for many of you to hear it. Okay? So it's guarding your heart, your mind, your soul. Guarding your wishes and dreams, your potential. Just guarding. So there could be somebody that is malicious and, going against you here. Or maybe you've spoken your mind and they're going to get even with you for it. They don't like what you had to say. But I get more of your health, your well-being, and maybe it's time to just disconnect. Do something fun and frivolous, bring in that Page of Swords kind of energy. And if there's something that you are looking for clarity on, that could be the best way for the clarity to come in, for you to quiet. Our minds never stop, okay? If you're ever wondering why your mind starts talking to you as you're ready to go to sleep, it's because we were finally quiet for a minute. We don't hear our thoughts anymore. There's too much distraction in the world to really hear our voice. So sitting in quiet is very beneficial. I don't care where your mind goes to. Once you realize that you are thinking about something other than your breath, then just say, thanks for showing up. I'll deal with you later. Don't analyze it. Don't try and, start taking it down a path. Just recognize it and then go back to your breathing. And start to hear what thoughts come up more and more repetitively. Because those are the things that are limiting you. Those are the things that are stopping you from going forward in the way that you want to go forward. In order to have your ducks truly in a row, in order for you to have that solid foundation under your feet on which to build. This could be the one you've already met, the romantic partner you seek. This card has been coming up quite a bit, actually. So this could be, just finding your passion, your joys. Absolutely. But if you're looking for somebody, They could already be in your environment. You could have already met them. You could work side by side with them. You don't even know it. They're in your community, perhaps. Maybe you belong to some kind of organization and they're part of the organization. Maybe you're already in the relationship and right now you're going through one heck of an ugly time and you think I should just leave, but you know what? They might be that one. They might be worth fighting for. So, really think about it. Have some healthy dialogue. And really sit back first and understand how you want that dialogue to take place, what the end goal needs to be. And say it out loud to yourself, even just hear how it sounds. Might sound great in our heads, but once we say it aloud, it has a whole different, meaning completely. Or it sounds different. I'm going to pick another one there. Trust. The situation is calling you to have faith. Once again, where it's rocky, or maybe where you just haven't met that somebody and you want to meet that someone so desperately. Okay, you might already have met them. Okay, that's what the other card said. This one is to have a faith. Have a belief that once you put it out there that you want somebody next to you, they're already working on it. And did you ever think for 1 second that it might be them that's the holdup? That they have to do some clearing and some work on themselves before they can have the opportunity to approach you? It might not be you at all. So it's about having a faith and knowing that everything happens in its own divine timing. And just go on and it will be there. Don't worry about it. Put it on the back shelf. And building trust. Building trust in the relationship could be another one. Growing it deeper. For our spirituality, we have the King of Cups. Once again, I get the sense of taking stock of what you have around you, of what's working for you, of what's giving you that centered approach. The Three of Spades. And you're really just thinking about things right now. You're going to change things up. You're going to edit. You're going to add things in. You're going to delete things before you actually get to a point where you're going to take action. So don't push yourself into action before it's time to. Take your time. Have the conversations. Ask the questions. Do some research. I think there's more information that needs to come in before you can make a really wise choice anyway. So really just, look at the present. Look at the present and what you got. When you start to look at the present, okay, and start to see all the assets you do have, all the things that help you get through your day. Like you don't have to walk down to the river with a couple of buckets anymore and get water, do you? Milk the cow and gather the eggs. No, you don't have to do any of that stuff anymore. Well, some of you do, but what do you have in your world that makes life a lot easier? What supports you? What are the things? What are the people? What are the environments? When you walk into certain environments where they all yell your name when you walk through the door, where you feel you're at home the minute you get there. And what environments make you close down, hide in a corner in the shadows, hope you're not seen, hope you're not heard. The Peacock, raise your standards. I think this is a time you are centering yourself for a reason, and there's a lot of confidence in you in going forward. And I think it's as you raise that confidence, you also raise your standards of what to expect in a relationship, at the workplace, within the community. We'll grab one more card here. We've got the Three of Swords. So there could be heartache. I think there's healing, though, that's involved more than anything because it came out at the end. It's kind of like once we start bringing these things up in order to center ourselves, we're going to all of a sudden have to wade through a little bit of garbage in order to do that, right? And as we do, we want to heal from it. We don't want to put it in another box and save it for a rainy day to look at again. We want to heal from it. We want it to turn to dust. We want it to be no more. We want it in the rearview mirror. Your heart can't beat hard enough when it's full of scar tissue. So allow the healing to begin. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.